With this True Blue salute, I'm Karla Whittington, and joining us today to share a little bit more about his FFA experience is Logan Bell, the president of the Broken Bow FFA chapter. So, Logan, in talking about the FFA organization, a big piece of that is the contest side of things. Share a little bit more on what those contests are that you've been working on so far this year.
Yeah, so far I've been pretty busy working on multiple different competitions. I've qualified for state and ag sales already, which we competed in December. And then coming up tomorrow, we have our career development events. And that is really more of like the career, it's like it sounds, career focused events. So I'll be competing in ag sales and welding.
Well,
And
congratulations on making it to state. Is there another contest? Sorry, I didn't.
no, those are the only two.
That sounds really exciting, and state is going to be coming up here in March. Out of those contests, though, what would you say is your favorite?
So this is my first year doing job interview, so that's been a new experience, but it hasn't been anything special. I'd say probably my favorite's been welding. I've been competing in welding for 3 years, and I like the late nights. We're usually at the school till 10:30 practicing welding, listening to music. We make dinner sometimes, and it's a fun atmosphere with the team, and we're all getting better, and the competitions are fun. So I think welding's got to be my number one just because of the friends and everyone I'm working with.
What do those practices look like in getting ready for that contest? What all goes into that?
So for welding, it's a lot different than a lot of other competitions like ag sales. Welding, we're given like a diagram that our advisor gives us, and we have to go in and measure, cut, and get all our welds perfect based on that welding diagram. It's kind of like a blueprint. And then our advisor will score us on it, tell us how we did, tell us what we need to work on, and we'll just keep doing that over and over. If there's a specific type of weld we're doing that we're struggling on, we'll work on that one over and over again. It's just a lot of repetition, but also getting better at different styles as well.
Another part of the FFA organization is not only the contest, but also the community aspect of the organization. What are some different activities or events that the FFA chapter is a part of throughout the whole year?
Yeah, so we're doing a better job this year getting more involved in our community. So it's been fun to reach out and learn. One of the big things we did this fall was harvest meals is what we called it. And we basically just took farmers could sign their crew up, and we'd grill them burgers and take them out to them in the field during harvest. And I think that was a great opportunity. One, as a team, as an FFA chapter, we spent the morning grilling burgers, making meals, and that was a lot of fun. But then we got to split up and go connect with local farmers. We got to feed upwards of 100 people. So that was really interesting to go and travel all around Myrna. We went down to Oconto, Ansley. We went everywhere, and being able to connect with the farmers, the people who really are the backbone of our community. It was really nice to be able to help them in any way. And we're going to look to do that again in the spring, hopefully in the fall again, just as another opportunity.
That's really exciting, and having that hands-on ability to go out and see these producers and get out of the classroom a little bit and going to see the surrounding communities, not even just here in Broken Bow. In addition to that hands-on experience that FFA provides, there's also a project that several FFA members start at a younger age when they first become a member, and that's an SAE, the Supervised Agricultural Experience. I believe you have one. Share a little bit more about what all your SAE looks like.
Yeah, so I've been working on my main SAE now for just over 2 years, and it's under employment. It's working for a local grain crop farmer. And basically, I'm just learning and experiencing how grain farming works and how to do it more efficiently through usage of agronomy studies, fertilizer studies, and test plots. Really, anything there is to do with row crop farming, I try to learn as much as I can about it, and then how to maximize and do it at the highest efficiency as well.
In excuse me, in rounding out your time with the FFA chapter, what are your future career goals looking like, and how does that align with what you're learning right now in FFA?
Yeah. So my future career goals, I'm still a little undecided, mainly because of where FFA has taken me. It's taken me so many different places, meeting so many new people that I have too many interests and hobbies to pick one. But I know it'd probably be in the communications area, primarily ag communications, something in that industry where I can promote agriculture and really share the stories that not a lot of people get to see.
You've been touching on a little bit on some of those skills that you're gaining, but in being in that leadership role of the president of the FFA chapter, Broken Bow has a pretty good FFA chapter size. What would you say that this leadership is, how that's played a role into who you are now today and your future career?
Yeah, so it's completely changed who I was. Freshman or seventh grade Logan, when I was a little kid just doing FFA because my brother was doing it. It was more of like, I'm just here. And I got the opportunity sophomore year to go to national FFA, and that really like flipped the script and showed me what FFA really is and how impactful it can be. And from then on, I took every opportunity and tried to grow in every chance. It's taken me to the Dominican Republic. It's taken me to Indianapolis. It's taken me everywhere, small or big places. So as a leadership role, it's really just shaped me. It's made me who I am. Without FFA, I really wouldn't be much. It's taught me a lot and it's introduced me to a lot of people. So I think it's prepared me for that next step in networking and getting to know people, because ultimately that's pretty important in the area of communications.
So you mentioned the Dominican Republic. What were you doing over there?
Yeah. So me and my advisor, we took a summer trip this last summer to the Dominican Republic, touring a bunch of agriculture facilities. So we visited a banana plantation, coffee farm, pineapple plantation, lots of other different factories and farms and plantations and stuff like that. And it was strictly just agricultural industry related in a foreign country. And so it was a very cool experience. I met a lot of interesting people that I'm still very close with now. And so that's been very awesome to just look back on that whole third world ag country. It's something we don't have anywhere in America. So it was very interesting to learn about. I mean, I went from learning or knowing about like corn farming to, in 2 days after that, being on a pineapple plantation, learning about that. So it was completely flip of the script and very interesting to learn about.
Well, I don't want to take any more of your time because I know you have classes to go to, but thank you so much for taking time to talk a little bit more about your FFA experience.
Yeah, you bet. No problem.
Again, this is the president of the Broken Bow FFA chapter, Logan Bell, with this week's True Blue Salute.